Everybody, welcome Falcon, Shadowrun Dragonfall. Proving that I just recently apparently watched Blade Runner and I just need to get my fix of the whole cyberpunk type of thing, right? Actually played Shadowrun Returns when it came out a few years back. I never actually got around to playing Dragonfall. And then I kept my eyes out and apparently I was like, oh hey, there's a director's cut coming out, cool. And I finally decided to get it just because I never played Dragonfall and I heard it was actually a lot better than Shadowrun Returns, or Shadowrun Returns, not Shadowman, that's a different dude and universe altogether. You know what, whatever man, let's just get into the game, how about that? Makes it a lot easier for me to have to not explain myself because obviously I would just stumble on my words and make a complete ass of myself like I already have. So, either way, let's actually get into this new game. That's what I want to do. If you're not familiar with Shadowrun Dragonfall, then it's a kind of a DLC expansion of Shadowman Returns, which was a Kickstarter project from a few years back. Did really amazing on it because a lot of people wanted to see Shadowrun done properly, and you know what? It was a really, really good game for what it was, honestly, and then I heard Dragonfall just immensely improved on it, so hey, let's get into it. I'm gonna be doing the Shadowrun Dragonfall Director's Cut run. You could find more stories. This means that I think that people could actually make custom stories and things of that nature. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But we're going to be doing the vanilla campaign for Dragonfall because it has a bunch of other stuff that Dragonfall itself didn't have. Different missions, more endings, different ways to do things, etc, etc. Skills, all that stuff. You know how it is when a director's cut of a game comes out. And we will be doing normal just because I'm a common plebe, and I don't necessarily feel too comfortable with this game enough to be like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna do hard or very hard and, start crying once the game starts, pushing my S in, but that's all I'm gonna say about that. We're doing a male, sure, why not? I mean, so we're doing this guy, and you know what? I'm gonna go with a elf. Now, if you're wondering, not because I have some sort of Tolkien type of fetish or anything like that. I just feel like the +1 to their charisma. Many people, especially other metahuman races, see elves as the most fortunate metahumans. They are more attractive and socially acceptable than other metahumans. Elves are taller than humans, but more slender build. Their hair usually is thicker, longer, and more luxurious than average, and their ears come to a point. I mean, again, it's not a Tolkien type of thing, but I'm just going with the fact that they have a +1 of charisma, which is, I'm going to be focused on a kind of charismatic Decker type of character. If you don't know what that means, then I will try to explain that as we go. So yeah, and I'm going to be making my own class because, I heard you get an extra point to spend around, and that could probably mean the difference between everything and nothing, so, whatever. In terms of my build, I actually have that already set up. So, don't ask me to explain it because I'm terrible at explaining things, but body determines the resistance to physical damage, so a little bit of some points into this is not a bad thing. We'll probably be able to level these up a bit more as we go as well, but initially we want to go with at least some sort of defense capability. We'll be doing quickness up to 3 as well. This is going to be used to calculate the chance to hit in range combat, and I'm going to be focusing on more of an assault rifle type of character. Because, maybe even story-related reasons for the game, which, I don't want to spoil anything right now. This is your first, rodeo to this game. So we want quickness up to 3, and we want range combat up to 3 as well. Pistols, I really don't want to mess around with too much. Neither do SMG, shotgun as well. We're going to be doing rifle, bam, bam. I kind of want to get up to this one. I'll see if, I might mess around with my stats one more time before I actually complete it, but I would like to get up to 3, but we'll see how this one goes. And we do want a little bit of dodge as well, right? Probably a little bit, just to help reduce the chance to be hit by physical attacks. So if anybody does come up to us, most of the dodging we'll be doing from far off, obviously, because as a rifle character you don't want to be up close, but occasionally people will rush you and you'll have to take care of things here. Strength, I think we could kind of bypass. This is to use to calculate the chance to hit with melee or throwing weapons. Also determines how far you can throw a grenade, but I don't see myself, messing around with melee too much, so I will leave that alone. Although, strength is more of the overall factor. Close combat is more of the melee focus along with melee weapons, but again, it's kind of like its whole little tree of things. So I'm going to not mess around with much of this over here too much. I'm going to skip over to intelligence, and this is going to be kind of what we're going to be focusing on, which is used in decking or rigging to calculate the chance to hit the computer programs or drones, and also used to reduce the chance to be hit by enemy programs in the Matrix. And in the Matrix, I'm not talking about Neo or Morpheus type of thing, but the Matrix is something which is kind of like their equivalent of quote-unquote hacking in a sense, so my character's going to be really focused on that. Biotech's enemy grants a bonus to hit points recovered when using medkits, and this is relatively useful. You want to be able to recover more HP every time you use your medkits and whatnot. And decking, obviously, it's the majority, the main thing we're going to be focusing on from the intelligence tree. So we'll go up to 3, which allows me to do equip the Renraku Craftwork -1 or -1, or whatever. We'll find out what that does soon, I guess. ESP, increase the power of the Decker's expert systems program into Matrix. And again, this is kind of like related to the whole thing here. I forgot that I did the single click thing, not the double click thing here, Falcon. Alrighty, so drone control, I don't really want to focus on that, nor drone combat. And let's see, the last thing we need to do here is what? Willpower, right? Is that right? Yes, I have this open in a screen next to me over here, but I'm blind as hell, so I'm having an issue trying to find out. Willpower, used to calculate the chance to hit with magical attacks. Also, you lose the chance to be hit with enemy magical attacks. Now, probably, maybe mess a little bit with spell casting, but not too much, just a little bit. Kind of make me like some sort of like weird hybrid rifle mage dude, but again, nothing I'm going to focus on too much. If it happens, it happens. Otherwise, probably shouldn't have spent my points there, huh? So we'll do that, and we'll goot Charisma up to, whoa, -4, or not -4, but 4. Alright, which will allow me to choose my etiquette here. Etiquette is about knowing how to behave in various social situations. The right etiquette can give you an edge in certain conversations. Choose an etiquette from the list below. Choosing an etiquette does not cost karma, and each etiquette can only be once. So, the more charisma you have, the more etiquettes you can unlock. Unfortunately, we're only going with 1 right now because I only have charisma up to 4. Alright, so corporate's already been chosen. I can do 1 more. Let's see, how about we do... Corporate, I've heard gang is pretty good, security, and socialite. I'm gonna go with socialite, though. Alrighty, I need a name now. Let's just go with, El Falco. That sounds pretty good. An elf named El Falco sounds kind of really full of himself, and that kind of goes with the whole elf type of thing. So when it comes to loading screens, I will probably be cutting these in post, so you won't have to deal with them. So you can just kind of flow rather easily. This one I'll just leave alone because it's kind of important. So I guess I'll just read this. Meanwhile, life was good, easy jobs, regular pay, a reliable crew, but things went south, and you had to drop off the grid. Put a bullet in the past and start fresh somewhere new. The promise of the opportunity and anonymity draws you to the free city of Berlin, the flux state. A grand experimental in social order. Corporations tread carefully here, even the great dragon Lofweir? I can't pronounce that. Only has so much sway in the constantly evolving power structure of Berlin. The perfect place for a savvy Shadowrunner to disappear and begin anew. And as luck would have it, home of your old partner in crime, Monica Schaefer. I'm not sure why that's suddenly like Solid Snake. It's your 3rd run with Monica and her team. The old castle Holdfast, 1 hour east of Berlin, perched on a hill overlooking the countryside. The job is a standard smash and grab, crack the vault, grab the data, get out in one piece. A mediocre payday, but work is work. As the team gathers for Monica's pre-run briefing, you pause to take in your surroundings already. So I'll be reading some of this because it's kind of like really story focused, and again, that's what Shadowrun Dragonfall is. Really good story and good storytelling, characters, dialogue, etc. The estate ground is silent, save for the faint whistling of the wind. Your team gathers near a side entrance of the old castle, steadfast, cloaked in darkness. The night is peaceful. You know it won't last. I'm not sure why that voice is coming out suddenly, but it is. You know it is for what it is, a pleasant illusion that will shatter at the sound of the first gunshot. Listen up, folks. Monica Schaefer, you ran with her back in the day. Now she's your team leader. Your decking skills may be sharp, but hers are Nova shot. I don't know about that, Monica. I'm gonna give you a run for your money. Running with Monica is like training a master class in IC breaking. We're on time. We're on a tight timetable. I want to enter the estate, find the basement, open the data vault, and extract the files, and bolt 10 minutes top to bottom. Dietrich, trying to get home in time for One Talk Love. I'm not sure why. Let me try to give him a different accent here. Trying to get home in time for One Talk Love. I guess he's intoxicated now. Dietrich, shaman. I guess that sounds pretty good. He's a shaman after all. The old man of the team. He smiles at her, his facial tattoos riding in the moonlight. Monica eyes twinkle with mischief, maybe. How many times have I told you, you can't trust anything that comes out of the dragon's mouth? That 3 trash will rot your brain? She grins, it's educational. Besides, this should be a milk run. Security is supposed to be light, a few automatic weapons, no armor. With a little luck, they'll never know we were here. Alright, just like old times, eh? In my experience, there's no such thing as a milk run. I'll watch your back all the same. Works for me, let's get it paid. You know what, let's just say this. It works for me, let's get it paid. I'm gonna be like a cocky type of dude here. Monica's smile returns, more wistful this time. The moonlight catches her in the face at a strange angle. Just like old times, though. El Falco? Don't call me El Falco. You don't know me that much. You can just call me Falco, don't El Falco me, though. Glory. I want to argue with the sentiment, but I'd prefer that we exercise caution. Glory, razor-clawed street samurai. Her voice is cold and neutral, her expression placid. They may be only private security, but their bullets don't know that. I can patch you up if I have to, but I'd rather not have to. So she's going to be, you know, our medic in a sense. You people need to relax, we're professionals, remember? Monica raises her arm and speaks into her wrist-mounted comlink. A darkened face shimmers on the white view screen. Eager. Or Iger, are you in position? The comlink crackles and the response comes back low and soft, softer than you'd expect from a troll. Alright, troll voice, huh? Yeah, I got this, hold on. But it's gotta be like a soft troll voice. Affirmative. Okay, I already butchered that one. Affirmative. The line... I'm not sure why they all have accents, too. The alarm lines have been cut, and I have a clear line of fire on the estate service entrance. When you exit the building, the path will be clear. Excellent, thank you, Iger. Just doing my job. Eager out. The comlink goes dark. Monica winks at you as she drops her arm. See, we're professionals, right, people? Enough chatter. Our clients want the data from the vault, so we get him the data from the vault quickly, quiet, and quick. You said quick twice. Worm talk is on tonight. Gloria raises an eyebrow slightly. I told you, it's educational. Alright, whatever. So, get your stuff and we'll head in. So the first thing you want to do here is actually grab my equipment. Should have probably customized how my dude looked. I'm not sure I'm too crazy about this look, but that's right. Your gear and some weapons lie in the back of the van. So let me grab a weapon and we're going to be going with the old... Grab the rifle, obviously, and grab the rest of my kit. So I got an AK-97 and I got some basic medkit and a Fischetti flag grenade. You grab your running gear from a worn duffel bag near the weaponry, leave the van. I also got 1,250 credits, power bolt, mana bolt. It's probably for my magical expertise there. Objective, grab the gear from the van, I did that, enter the building. Alrighty, well, we could do that, let's go. Everybody out. Come on. Why am I running ahead of you guys, right? I should be like the last one here at all times. I've played around with the, probably the first mission a bit here, and that's never happened. They're usually over here like, you know, fucking hurry up, man. So like now I'm the first one in line. Let's get over here. What I got here? So I think this will be, oh, no loading screen. Excellent. Alrighty, so let's zoom in a little bit here and talk about what we're kind of looking at here. If you're not familiar with Shadowrun Dragonfall, it kind of, the combat almost plays out a little bit like, at least if you're familiar with my, channel, we're talking like, you know, XCOM, Enemy Within. I've been doing a long war mod of it. But things of that nature, you know, you kind of have like 2 action turns to kind of do whatever you want to do. So you can move into position, there's a cover type of system involved. Very skill-based, it's very, as you can imagine, strategy, RPG-ish in terms of, the battle system, or I guess more commonly known as cRPG for this type of game, especially with the whole grid-based thing and whatnot, but that is what we're kind of looking at here. So let me inspect this over here. The complete skeleton of a... You know what, man, I was reading that. Theropod dinosaur, it appears to be genuine. Okay, well, fuck, apparently I only have a limited time to read. Alright, tablet, I'm in the middle of a recording right now. Don't whistle at me in such a way. Inspect. The vases in the case looks both very old and very valuable. A fine scrollwork of lapis and gold leaf decorates its exterior, and the interior shimmers with the organic beauty of abalone shell. Your fixer could probably move this thing in a heartbeat. You can't help but notice that the glass casing looks awfully flimsy. So, here's our first little chance of our side bet here. Do you want to smash the glass, or do you just want to walk away? Remember, we're here for a mission. Do I want to, you know, trigger anything right now? Kinda do. Smash the glass. As you draw your arm back to smash the glass, Dietrich catches it. His gnarled hand tightens around your wrist. Ah, come on, Dietrich. Not a smart move, Kleiner. We have a job to do, and hauling a great big vase around isn't part of it. Unless the vase figured into your plans to complete the mission somehow. Did you have a vase-oriented strategy when I wasn't aware of? You know, no reason to be such a smartass about it, right, Dietrich? I get your point. The payday from the run will have to do. The vase is going to earn me a nice bonus. It can stay here for where it is now, but I'm coming back for it. I was thinking we could use it to smuggle Monica into the data vault. Sure, let's use that one. Dietrich stifles a chuckle. An excellent plan, El Falco. I'll support it fully. We should get moving, though. We mustn't keep the others waiting. Alrighty, well. Unless he has a sense of humor as well, right? I have a statue here I can't really interact with. What do we have over here? Inspect this over here. The cask in this, you know, motherfucking game, I wasn't even done yet. The cask in this display case is decorated with, okay, you can go fuck yourself about that one, alright? I'm sorry that I'm blind and it takes me a while to read it, okay? I need new glasses. I need money. It's a terrible combination, needing glasses and money. Alright. So I've been kind of messing around a bit here. So the music in this game is really fucking fun. I mean, I'll shut up a bit here so you can kind of really pay attention to it, but it's a really, really fun game, honestly, and like the character dialogues are really good. Right now what we're trying to do, obviously, is get into this data vault. So we have a door over on this side. I want to say there's a door here and here. This one is locked, though. In order to get up to that one, we do need to come over on this side. And opening this should open up our first combat here, so this should be kind of interesting for those unaware of how this works. What the hell? Alright, he's gonna run over there. Alright, so again, this is kind of like part of the whole cover system I talked about. You are now in turn-based combat mode. Each character on your team has an action pool. Spend these actions on movement, attacks, or using spells and items. Once your team turn-in is complete, the enemy team will move and attack. Additional tutorial information is available. Right. Well, probably not the worst thing to read that, but I kind of already have an idea as to how this works. So, right now, for instance, I got my dude. I could at any point tab over to somebody else and like switch who I want to kind of do something with over here. For instance, I could, you know, take turns on what I want to do. But messing around with my guy here, as you can see, if I aim at this guy, we're looking at a, what, 44% chance to hit. I could move that around and increase that odd. I could also flank the guy, kind of like XCOM Enemy Within, right? So, you know, it is very much intact to that. So you have two move pools in a sense. You might get more as you level up, I'm not entirely sure. But right now I could move over here within this first area that's squared off, and I could make a move still. Otherwise I could just run behind here. This will cost two move pools, but that means I have absolutely no leftover moves. So what I want to do over here is just kind of move over to this side. I'll leave myself out in the open, which is a problem. But I have increased my chance to hit by 56%. He's got 20 HP. Alright, so what is this? Cast Power Bolt, the most basic spell every mage knows to hit already. So I could do that, or I could shoot him. 68% chance to hit. We're looking at around 10 damage though, huh? And then over here we're looking at 6 damage. Alrighty, so let me go with Power Bolt just because we have it, and I'd rather conserve a little bit of ammunition. 6 damage isn't too bad, so I will take that. Now we're looking over to Monica here. So Monica, let me have you move over on this side. You should probably get a shot over here. 55% is not a bad shot right now, so that's the only thing you really have going for yourself. I could chazzle a few skills over here, like this for instance will do 10 damage. Single target, one bullet increases accuracy by 15%, so you can see it went up to 70 for this shot. It would take 3 turns to reload. I don't think that's a bad shot to take right now. That's really unfortunate. Alrighty, so who is this? This is gonna be Glory. Glory, let me have you move in over here as well. I might consider moving you closer at some point, maybe over here. So I won't be able to take a shot with her, but I'm doing this just for the sake of possibly getting a flank on this dude. And then with this guy over here, he throws knives, which is my boy Dietrich. Let's see, let's go with, sure, let's try with this one. Alright. So because he was in cover, he also took a little bit of reduced damage right there. He will get a flanking shot on me over here, 5 damage, a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's see, we're looking at 50%, huh? So I could probably flank this motherfucker from this side, I would say, right? Flanked, 6 damage, all good. Alrighty. And then we have Monica over here. Has absolutely no shot right now. Let's move you over here, 73% chance to hit, that should end this right there. Good. Now that we've done that, I could just end this really quickly. There are going to be a few other guards coming in really soon, which might or might not be varied. You know what? I don't remember a female guard coming at me last time, so I guess that could be a little bit randomized, which is pretty cool. Alright, so with Monica, what I want to do is jack into this terminal here. Alright, Security Alert Response Plan, Quebec 6, Matrix Operations Lock, HTR Team Responding, Decking 2, Override Matrix Operator Door Overlock, Walk away from the terminal. So we want to obviously deck this. Operations are unlocked. Excellent. So now this should give us access to the door down over there. And let's see here. Do we have any shots right now? 21. 21, 21, 21. Let me just go into some sort of like pseudo cover over here. Alrighty. I don't think I'm looking at anything on my side. Okay, so I'm gonna go into some cover over here. Let's see. I might have a half cover shot over here with my handgun. What are we looking at on this dude right now? 0%, alrighty. That's a pretty terrible shot, so we'll just move you over here. Get you into position next time. Diedrich, let me have you get behind full cover over here. 1 damage at least, and then we could do a throw on this guy at 38. Not exactly the best, but what's pretty cool about the throwing knives is that you do push people out of cover, but sometimes you go to cover yourself, much like we just saw right now, and I just got blasted in the face with a shotgun. That's a really terrible way to start. Let's see, in terms of my power, what do I have here? Marks enemy, causing him to become easier to hit. That could be really beneficial right now for us. Especially because this is over here behind cover. Let's see here. So, you come over here. You'll still be behind some cover. 71 is actually pretty good to hit, so we'll take this shot. 6 damage, all good. We're going to want to heal this guy really soon. So, Diedrich, do me a favor. You can heal yourself, though, right? Heals all of the damage from the most recent attack can be cast outside of combat. I need you to heal right now, so how about you pop your ass back over here, and you handle a heal on yourself over here. 11 HP. It'll do for now. Monica, let's see. You have a shot? Or do you not? You don't have a sight right now. So, let's just get you behind Diedrich, or next to Diedrich, I should say. Looking at 65%, and we could do one of these bad boys over here. A name shot, 80%. Go ahead and take 80%. Nice. So because of the cover, he is taking a little bit of reduced damage, but you know, it is what it is. And then in terms of what I want to do with Glory, not that's for sure. Let me just have you come over here, Glory, for now, and just kind of hang out. Alrighty, enemy turn. Missed right there, and then this guy should probably get another flank. Oh, he missed. Excellent. Now he's just in perfect position to get fucked, too. So I could go after him, or I could start going after this individual over here. I think that's probably our best bet. So I could run over on this side and hit this guy with a power bolt behind him. Back. Flanking damage, 6, alrighty. Oh, good. And more than likely, we should be able to finish this dude off over here with this crew. That's the reason why I pushed that guy over on that side. 89 for a hit. Critical. Oh, good. Alrighty, Gloria, let me have you start moving behind over here. You'll be 2 blockage, which is pretty good. Then Diedrich. You took a bit of a hit last time, so how about we just move you back over here for now? Get you into position. I could have probably just healed you as well, but I don't think there's really much of a rush for that right now. Good shot right there, buddy. Completely wide open, you missed it. How'd you get this job is my real question. Take another one of these. 6 damage flank, all good. Just about done, what I would say. It's kind of a risky shot just being over here wide open, but 58, might as well take it. Missed, that's really unfortunate. Let's move you back over on this side. 58. Take an aim shot over here. I would love to get rid of this dude, this turn right here. I'll probably do it with Diedrich more than likely, though. Right, Diedrich? You fucking bastard, you. Run around. That's an amazing shot, honestly. Really honest, that's damage I really would have preferred not taking right now, but okay. Is what it is. Can I actually... I'm not coming over here and healing you. You would have to come all the way back somewhere over here, huh? So come and hang out over here. I'll just probably heal you with Diedrich as soon as I get the chance here. Alrighty. Get most of your HP back. Diedrich needs a little bit more of a heal too really soon. And I'm trying to do that fast because we're going to be running into a bit more combat really soon here. That's really... I just want to get this kill already. Stop making it so difficult, Glory. Don't let me down. 7 damage. Shot to the head. That would kill just about anybody. Alrighty, excellent. So, now that we've done that, let me kind of get familiar with the off-camera... Not the off-camera thing, but the skills off... Okay. The menu off the combat system I'm trying to get out of here. Alright, so we're good here to go. So what we did last time was unlock this door over here, which is now going to give us access to this decking area. Now, I want to say that I should be able to do this as well. Select a decker to jack in. Yeah, well, I guess it's not going to let me do it right now, huh? So I guess for story purposes, more than likely, it does have to be Monica. That makes sense. Alrighty, Monica can come over here. So Monica's going to be jacking into the quote-unquote matrix here. And right here, this will let you kind of choose your equipment load as to what you want to be taking with yourself here. So the decking would be Renraku Craftwork, -1, Programs Force, 2 SPs, 2 Evasion, 175, and 3 AP. Morocco's best deck and easily modified for the streets. Let's see, in terms of programs, I could. Erosion, erodes integrity points of IC, does 75. I think the last time what I took was this right here, right? I think this is all that's what it's equipped, actually. Yeah. This is everything that I have equipped. So yeah, we'll be taking that right now. There's not really much any extra programs to mess around with. So there you go. This is the Matrix right here. And you know, if you were wondering what it looked like, this is exactly pinpoint accuracy what it looks like. I know, I've been there before. So how this is gonna work here is that I need to go to another system and actually quote-unquote hack it. There's gonna be programs or, you know, firewalls, you know, virus defenses set in place to kind of keep you from doing that. And you do have to kind of destroy them before you could actually hack the program here. Unless there's other ways to kind of go about it. But I know the physical way, which is completely destroying them. 50 IP damage. We will... Nope, that was a movement which I did not want happening, honestly. 29 IP damage. Pretty bad. I wasn't supposed to move to that spot, but okay. Let me, you know, move you back into cover here. And take a shot again. That was a really terrible move on my part. And we'll attack you again. So for this one, we're having 3 move pools. Missed. Good shot. Really right behind me and you missed it. What are you gonna do? Take a shot next to me and also miss? Yeah, you guys are amazing firewall programs. What do you like? The freeware version, the trioware. So one of them is down. Before we move on, I might as well just take rid of this guy too, because we're gonna deal with at least one more different program down below. Bam, and let's see. Creates an assassin expert program. I could do this just to show off a little bit extra skill. So this right here will actually create a kind of a quote-unquote summon that I could kind of use to fight. And let's see here. You wanna give me a hand here? Assassin program, there you go. So, you know, I don't necessarily have to do it by myself. I could use this program to give me a hand here. Yeah, kind of looks like a little bit of a ghost. We're gonna call Ghostbusters, alright? So you come over on this side, and this will trigger the last line of defense over here. He's gonna take a shot at my program though, because he's an asshole that way. Boom. Boom, and we should have one more. Is that gonna be enough for the kill, or not yet? But my ghost dude over here should be able to finish him off. That's it. So now the data store has been completely wide open, or left open for us. We'll end our turn right now. You come over here, link into this guy. Mission item, pay data, antiquities delivery schedule. So we got the schedule, so now we know how to get in there. Now we have to unfortunately go back to this. Is the part that I hate. It's kind of like, really, you know, I already did it, just jack out. But no, you have to jack out from where you jacked in. And again, I said jack out and jack in, don't get any wise ideas. And this, and jack back out. Alrighty, we're back over here. All good. Something can go wrong at this point. We got what we wanted. Now we will continue going over here and complete our mission without any sort of a hiccup involved, right? So open this up. Bam. Alrighty. Oh, enemy turn. Oh, what do you mean it's not over yet? Oh, I thought it was over. Well, I lied. I lied. So let me call it an episode here, guys. It's going to be episode number 1 of Shadowrun Dragonfall. Again, this is kind of like the tutorialized version of the game, so that's why it's a little bit easy. But once you're out in the open world, it's going to become really available to you, what you can do, what you could kind of undertake. Character dialogues, you know, think of it like, you know, if you have to have a literal term for it, something like Fallout, Elder Scrolls, where it's kind of really wide open and everything is kind of based on what you kind of want to, you know, either do in terms of missions, if you want to go about it the good way, the bad way, be an asshole, be a good guy, etc. So again, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I encourage you to leave a thumbs up, leave a like. The support always does mean a lot for a new series. And we're going to be going with this for a while and see, hopefully you guys enjoy it, because I enjoy the hell out of it. So I'll catch you guys next time.